shepherd in Israel strokes the neck of a towering shadow-black creature with impossibly elongated limbs and smiles like it's just another Tuesday. Police officers guide something rat-like and massive through a crowded street until it lunges at the camera, teeth bared, choosing its target with chilling awareness. A skeletal figure wanders a desolate hillside under alien skies, pausing not to flee but to investigate. These aren't blurry dots in the distance or obvious hoaxes debunked in seconds. These are creatures behaving with calculated intent, filmed in broad daylight, handled by people who act like this is routine. Watch until the end, because what you're about to see will make you question what's already walking among us. Deep in a crowded South Asian market street, midday sun beats down as two men pull a creature the size of a calf using thick ropes tied around its segmented, glossy black torso. Its legs, long, spindly, too many, move with mechanical precision beneath a bulbous head crowned by curved mandibles. A police officer in a reflective vest walks calmly beside it, gesturing to the crowd as if this were routine. People surge forward, phones raised, voices shouting, "Look at the face, they caught it." What unsettles me is the handler's composure. No hesitation, no fear, just methodical control, as if transporting enormous insects through public streets is expected. The footage appears to have been recorded by an explorer claiming to work near the Amazon River, presenting what he describes in Spanish as a river siren, the most important discovery of his career. Inside a murky glass jar, a small humanoid creature with mottled green skin and webbed fingers suddenly springs to life, mouth gaping, revealing rows of tiny teeth while clawing at the glass.
Esta es una sirena del río. La encontré en el Amazonas. La vamos a estudiar. Es el hallazgo más importante de toda mi carrera.
What's particularly unsettling is its deliberately human-like posture, upright torso, hands near its chest, before it thrashes aggressively. Online reactions split immediately. Many dismiss it as an obvious animatronic prop, while others point to folklore describing aquatic humanoids in South American rivers, noting the creature's behavior mirrors descriptions of territorial water spirits. Something dark and low crouches on a barn roof in broad daylight, silhouetted against clear sky while chickens peck below, unaware. The figure adjusts, lowers its body with predatory intent, then launches. It hits the ground with force that scatters the flock instantly, but the landing reveals human limbs beneath an animal mask, and the creature bolts upright, running off frame. Some claim staged hoax. Others point out the commitment. Who rehearses a stunt this dangerous just for laughs? If someone goes this far to fake an encounter, what does genuine footage actually look like? A shepherd stands beside two towering ink-black creatures with impossibly elongated necks and legs, beings that look carved from shadow, utterly alien against the snowy hillside. He strokes one's neck like it's just another livestock guardian, then turns to the camera and smiles as if this is normal.
Ăștia sunt mai buni decât cangalii. Bate ursul.
Online debate erupted instantly. Flawless CGI or genuinely filmed unknown species? The shepherd's casual affection is what disturbs me most. If something that unnatural can be tamed, what else might already be living among herds, hidden in fog-covered valleys, dismissed as digital trickery until someone encounters one alone? Under daylight in a crowded urban street, two police officers guide a massive rat-like creature on a rope through a press of onlookers. Someone filming pushes closer for a better view. The animal's head is mostly bald, skin raw and patchy, whiskers wiry and long.
ये कोई आम चूहा नहीं है, ऐसे पकड़ लिया, जल्दी से वीडियो बनाओ, संभाल के संभाल के।
When the camera reaches its face, the creature locks eyes with the lens for a split second, then lunges forward, mouth gaping to reveal rows of sharp, yellowed teeth. The crowd gasps. The filmer jerks back. What unsettles me most is its awareness. It didn't lash out blindly. It chose its target. This clip ignited fierce online debate because the struggle appears visceral. Men shouting in Hindi, ropes straining, dust billowing as massive wings knock one captor flat. From my perspective, what stands out is the creature's calculated power. It doesn't panic or thrash randomly. It waits, then deploys one deliberate wing strike to create chaos before launching skyward. Skeptics cite CGI rendering artifacts in the wing movement. Believers point to the men's genuine shock and the authentic rural setting. If a griffin can overpower multiple adults with one flap, what prevents it from attacking rather than simply escaping? Candlelight flickers across a neighborhood rooftop as a monstrous figure with wild white hair and gnarled claws is lowered onto a wooden post. Its vulture-like beak silhouetted against streetlights. The men guiding it work calmly, smiling, while the crowd surges forward with phones raised, shouting excitedly in Spanish. What strikes me most is the ritualistic coordination. This isn't chaos, it's rehearsed. Online debate splits. Some call it a folklore tradition, others question why the effigy looks so disturbingly lifelike. If communities publicly honor creatures like this, what stories do they privately believe? What makes this footage disturbing isn't the creature itself, but how familiar its behavior seems, falling, recovering, fleeing, as if Earth's sky is just another territory it happens to pass through. Two men filming on a foggy British beach watch something tumble from overcast clouds, wings splayed like a broken umbrella.
Christ! Oh my God, Jesus!
Keep moving.
Oh, look at the size of it. It's looking at us.
Back up. Oh, get back. No way.
What did we just see?
It crashes hard into the sand, throwing up dust, then lies motionless. A bulbous brown body ringed by 6 dark-feathered wings. For a few seconds, it's vulnerable, grounded. Then the wings beat powerfully and it launches skyward, disappearing into the fog as if nothing happened. If creatures this large can move through our airspace undetected, what else shares the sky we assume is empty? In a dusty arena before a crowd of stunned spectators, a handler strains against an enormous black mastiff, its body coiled with raw aggression. What made the clip viral wasn't just the dog's sheer power, it was the visual effect creating a phantom second head when the animal thrashed, evoking the myth of Cerberus. Personally, what unsettles me is the handler's grin while wrestling something barely controlled. Online, debate split instantly. Stage spectacle using digital trickery or authentic demonstration that crossed into something darker. If this level of aggression can be casually displayed for entertainment, what happens when the leash finally breaks? A wildlife filmmaker documenting what appears to be a coastal marsh captured something utterly impossible. 2 fully realized prehistoric animals locked in a predator-prey standoff. The massive pterosaur's wing, spread alone, defies modern biology, yet its hunting behavior feels disturbingly authentic down to the intimidation display before striking. What unsettles me isn't just the visual fidelity, it's the behavioral accuracy. Online debate immediately fractured. CGI artists praised the rendering while paleontologists noted movement patterns consistent with Darkid biomechanics. If someone staged this, they didn't just create creatures, they understood extinct predatory psychology. A pangolin, covered entirely in overlapping gray-brown scales, methodically forages across dry African savanna, digging at the earth with powerful claws. The camera moves close enough to capture individual scales on its pointed snout and small dark eye, details that seem almost prehistoric. What strikes me personally is how deliberately it moves, completely unbothered by observation, as if it knows exactly what belongs to it in this landscape. Some viewers insist pangolins feel almost alien, their armored bodies resembling no other mammal. Others see ancient resilience, a creature that survived by becoming unrecognizable. If something this rare walks openly in daylight, what else hides in plain sight? A rainforest that seconds ago held only darkness became an intimate stage for something impossibly slow. Two travelers stumbled upon a three-toed sloth at night, its fur slick with rain and glowing green from algae. The young man cradles it like a child, whispering reassurances while those pale, curved claws reach upward.
Hey, hi.
Hi. We're not gonna kill you. We're not gonna eat you.
I gotta get a picture.
This is crazy. Holy crap, is this real?
Hey, sloth, look here.
Hey.
Are you trying to climb me?
What unsettles me isn't the creature itself, it's how utterly vulnerable both parties are. The sloth, trusting, the humans, awestruck. If this moment feels surreal, it's because wild animals rarely permit such closeness. What compelled this sloth to allow itself to be held? Through the window of what appears to be a secure containment cell, a skeletal quadruped stands motionless under harsh fluorescent lights, its emaciated frame and wolf-like skull eerily still. Without warning, its jaw dislocates downward into an impossibly wide gape, revealing rows of needle-sharp teeth as a mechanical shriek floods the room. What's most unnerving isn't the display itself, it's the deliberateness. The creature doesn't thrash or charge. It opens, holds position for 6 full seconds, as if demonstrating what it's capable of, then calmly closes its mouth and returns to watching. From my perspective, that calculated restraint suggests something far worse than animal aggression, awareness of being observed and choosing when to reveal itself. This footage divided viewers instantly because the feeding attempt goes catastrophically wrong in seconds. What started as a controlled interaction, one person offering meat to a contained creature, collapses when the entity rejects the food and lunges directly at the camera operator. What's most unsettling is the creature's shift from calculated stillness to explosive aggression, suggesting it was never interested in the meat at all. Skeptics argue this is clearly staged horror filmmaking, pointing to the cinematic lighting and perfect framing. But others note the genuine panic in how the camera drops and the background figure stumbles backward. If this thing was being kept deliberately, why would experienced handlers be caught so off guard? Cold fluorescent light bleeds across wet concrete as something enormous circles a containment cell, its mange-riddled fur exposing patches of leathery skin. The creature, a wolf-like thing with shoulders like a grizzly, drops low and thrashes violently against the drain before rearing up to release a silent, ceiling-aimed roar. Then it lunges forward, planting oversized claws wide, head lowered, fangs fully bared toward whoever's filming through the barrier. Online reactions split immediately. Some recognized high-end animatronics or film test footage. Others pointed to historical accounts of captured cryptids held in underground facilities. Personally, what unsettles me is the thrashing, pure bottled rage with nowhere to go. If something this powerful feels trapped, what happens when containment fails? What makes this disturbing isn't just what these creatures are doing, but how casually they're doing it until discovered. A farmer in rural Latin America captured 3 humanoid figures raiding his chicken coop in broad daylight, their movements unnervingly deliberate as skeletal hands sift through eggs.
Salieron corriendo, los vi clarito. Esto es real, tengo miedo. Si no lo grababa, nadie me creería.
The moment they realize they're being watched, chaos erupts. One violently scatters the nesting box while the others scatter in coordinated panic, their speed unnatural for anything this size. From my perspective, the most unsettling detail is how familiar they seem with the space, suggesting this wasn't their first visit. If these things have been coming for weeks undetected, what else moves through rural properties at will? Somewhere on a desolate hillside, something emaciated wanders between boulders under a mint green sky. Its ribcage protrudes through pale skin, dark mane trailing behind as it moves with deliberate mechanical steps. What unsettles me is how it pauses at the rock. Not fleeing, not grazing, but investigating, as if familiar with this barren landscape. Some dismiss it as stop-motion artistry. Others point to its unnatural gait, suggesting something filmed rather than animated. If creatures this skeletal can survive in such isolation, what else might exist in terrain we've declared uninhabitable? The clip captures what appears to be a group of Spanish-speaking men filming something they've restrained in a remote, dirt-floored structure under flashlight. Bound by rope against an earthen wall stands a figure with a muscular human torso, but the unmistakable head of a black goat, complete with curved horns and reflective eyes.
Esto no es un animal. Somos adultos y sabemos lo que estamos viendo.
Somos mayores.
Nadie nos va a creer esto.
Dinos qué eres, qué cosa eres realmente.
Esto no es real.
What distinguishes this from obvious hoaxes is the creature's stillness and the filmer's audible fear as they insist no one will believe them. When they demand it identify itself, a guttural voice responds in Spanish. Ignoring my warning will have consequences. The calmness of that threat, delivered while physically restrained, suggests something aware of power beyond physical restraint. Something tears across open desert at a speed no human should manage, kicking up clouds of sand while a stunned witness whispers into his phone camera. The figure runs upright but hunched, arms pumping, legs stretching impossibly long with each stride across the barren lake bed.
What is that? It's on 2 legs. Oh my God. This is real. This is real.
From my perspective, what's most unsettling isn't the speed, it's the deliberate trajectory, running parallel to the road as if aware of boundaries. Online debate split immediately, staged runner in dark clothes versus genuine cryptid caught mid-sprint. If something this fast operates in broad daylight, what does darkness conceal? A cemetery that should have felt silent suddenly became the stage for something impossible. 2 people stumbled upon a towering skeletal creature with glowing red eyes gripping a struggling cat between gravestones. Its wings twitch as it turns to face them directly, holding their gaze with unsettling calm.
¿Lo estás grabando? Sí, Dios mío. No te acerques. Suéltalo. Se va, se lo lleva.
The filmer's voice cracks in Spanish. It's looking at us. Online, some claim elaborate CGI or practical effects. Others point to the cat's genuine distress, the creature's unhurried posture. Personally, what disturbs me is its stillness. No animal holds a stare like that. If something can stand motionless while being recorded, what else does it do when no one's watching?